Less than 7.5% of students volunteer at Strathclyde, apparently, according to the figures. Something must have gone wrong there somewhere. I mean, we have a bar downstairs which is offering £1 drinks more than one day of the week, yet somehow it's empty. Something's gone wrong. Overall, my main intention is to be the bridge between the active students and the non-active students.
One of my aims is to increase the number of volunteers in level 7 and in all the clubs and societies in general, to get more clubs out and about the union, so we've got more diversity and just more fun times to be had, essentially. I also plan to increase the awareness of funding. I want to make people aware of what they can and can't apply for and how they should, put things down so that they can actually get what they're wanting.
The role of Vice President Activities and Development requires passion, it requires ingenuity, and it requires a proven track record in all aspects of clubs and societies and union volunteering in general. It also requires a balance of confidence to see through your own ideas and open-mindedness towards discussing the ideas of others.
I have the 3 C's: continuity, creativity and credit. And that's my understanding of what's really going wrong. Let's just fix all these problems that don't need to be there and start aspiring to be greater and start aspiring to be better.
I welcome all students to the university, regardless of their background. I'd like to increase communication in the university. I think that's the key because I think lots of people have lost that. For students to feel like they are part of our university and they get involved in volunteering.
As a Vice President of Diversity and Advocacy, I would support and promote more of the services that are within the union, promoting the inclusivity within the union and the university by supporting more development and encouraging more positive, supportive learning environment.
Standing for more flexibility, impact and sense of community within Strathclyde. By flexibility, I mean more flexibility in curriculum. If you want to take more classes, then you should have some support in it. More flexibility in assignments. Don't just do one essay semester and then go sit an exam, because you don't really learn much. You should have more variety in assignments and also more flexibility in assessment.
I firmly believe that we need to make this a partnership between staff and students, including support staff such as IT, to let us all know what's going on within the university and say, there might be a problem, bear with us. This is what we need to make students aware of what's going on and feel part of it. At the moment, we have an established policy within USSA and the university that all essential course materials should be free. But this also, I believe, should cover all essential course costs, which would cover printing.
Things I want to focus on is I want to make a fairer education. That will involve improving student finance. I think the role of education should basically focus on making sure that SAS does not get away with this. They do this regularly. I've been elected delegate for NUS and I'll be taking the issue up there, but all year I'll be fighting for improved student finance. Another main point as well is I want to focus within NUS and within this campus on postgraduate fees, because currently they're uncapped, which is ridiculous because that means literally the union can charge anything it wants. And I think if we want to talk about improving access and improving education at Strathclyde, we have to start talking about having a nationally agreed reasonable cap on postgraduate fees.
My vision would be to have the educational experience being more easier, enjoyable and engaging. For easier, that means breaking down the barriers that stop students in their work, be it the printing system, which in itself is outdated. Also as well, guidance positions for people that have graduated that can come in and get experience giving guidance to other students that are doing their final year or preliminary year.
I'm looking to increase sports participation both in a competitive and non-competitive sense. In competitive in terms of sports clubs, I'd be looking, there's a lot of untapped potential at the uni. I know this from my course because there's a lot of people that are very good at sport in our course that I just don't tend to come and join our sports clubs because it's not really being promoted to them, and because they're of that standard they do, some of them tend to play with their own clubs, but our university clubs haven't been promoted to them enough. And just in terms of postgrad, because obviously there's a postgrad in physical education teaching, that sort of thing. Again, people that are good at sports, and it's a chance for them to get involved in the university. Same with Erasmus, they might only be here for one semester, but there's an opportunity for them to come and play for our sports clubs and give us an insight from wherever they're from.
I will ensure that all students feel welcome to take part in sport at Strathclyde, regardless of their previous experience in sport. From speaking to students as to the reasons why they do not participate in university sport, a common theme was because that they feel that they're not good enough or couldn't commit to all the training sessions. And these are the people I'm wanting to target. Those that are keen to try sport for the first time, so that they can have the same positive experience that over 1,800 sports union members already have. Another key area of focus is on Strathclyde students who currently participate in club sport at a high level but have never been involved in sport at Strathclyde. I often hear examples of people that are competing at a district or national level whilst at university but haven't competed in the Maroon of Strathclyde. It's my aim to make clear the benefits of being a member of the Strathclyde Sports Union and make that clear to students that participate in sports outside the university.
Firstly, Wednesday afternoons, okay? Wednesday afternoons is kind of this thing, a commitment has been made by the university for Wednesday afternoons, okay? A commitment that's not been upheld. After 1 o'clock on a Wednesday afternoon, there should be no classes. Classes are still being scheduled. This Wednesday afternoon is not to be for sport, but for any extracurricular activities. And students actually need time during the week. Shouldn't be expected to put time in after 5 o'clock to do these things and make sure that the university actually is benefiting the students by giving them time to do this.
We say we've got Rock Up Sports Club. What I want, it's on every week. No, I want it every couple of weeks, every month, and really promote it. Get up posters for it, get people involved. Peter earlier mentioned intercourse activities. I want intercourse sport. Okay, I think this is really important. Gets people in halls or in their courses joining in with each other, and really, even if they're not very good at it, gets them along for a bit of fun. Better marketing of the sports union. I really think that Freshers Fair, hammer it. There's so many people out there. It goes on for a few hours. We need to start it later when students are getting up in their first year. End it later, and have another one in the second semester that people know about. Not many people know about that.